Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through a little journey through the Goblin Caves that I went through a couple of weeks back, well, about a month ago now, because this is before the Warlock patch with all the Warlock updates that they did. I'm going to just walk you through this game and a game through the High Rollers where I have the same gear. I'm rocking a blue longsword and a blue longbow. I wish I could tell you exactly all the stats and stuff, but honestly I haven't a clue. This is from a while ago and I don't appear to show it through any of the editing that I've gone through. So yeah, I'm just going to walk you guys through this and we'll see where it goes. So I see this guy here and he's pretty much in basic gear, so I'm not really interested in going and just mowing down the bare basic gear players. You know, sometimes it just doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel rewarding, and I don't think he's really going to have anything for me. That being said, I'm not going to just go easy. If somebody's there in front of me, if somebody's, you know, if it just presents itself, I'm going to take the opportunity and murder someone, you know? As you'll probably see soon, no doubt. So we're just going to take care of a couple of these goblins. Now, there's a little speed shrine there, which I definitely want to get my hands on. I'm a fighter in heavy plate gear, and I'm really, really slow. I am rocking adrenaline rush instead of the sprint boost, which, you know, sometimes it can work really well, sometimes it doesn't. I find that in the Goblin Caves it's worked very well against barbarians and stuff like that, who tend to be my main issue in a physical fight. But we hear someone here right around the corner, so we're going to take that shrine, just run down here. We're going to do a little jump, and he did not even see us. I think when he turned and looked, and because we jumped at the perfect time, I don't actually think he saw us. So he's probably very confused as to what just happened there. That was couldn't have got better, to be honest. It's literally perfect. And rogues are definitely a menace, so we've got to put those down when we can. We're just going to keep committing some goblin genocide here as well. Take care of this goblin mage who is very, very frustrating sometimes to deal with, but we've taken him down in 2 clean headshots. We're just going to loot this little room here. This room here is really good. Maybe not in, if you're playing this currently, chests now are kind of the place where you want to be looting, but this is still a decent place to get some sellables if you want. And we hear, oh, there's another player we hear around the corner, and I think that's the guy that we saw earlier. So we're just gonna, you know, we're not gonna worry too much about him unless he pushes us, and lo and behold, he does. He wants to come and hit his head against our sword. We weren't very prepared for that, if I'll be honest. You know, he just sort of, I thought he was a bit more friendly, and I'm not opposed to being friendly with players in the Goblin Caves, you know, like I will definitely execute someone if they need to be executed, but he came running straight in, so I think he deserved that. We're just going to keep looting here as well. And this is also before, I think, because this is before the Warlock patch, I believe there's 9 people or so in this Goblin Cave, so there are a lot more people around. Because right now you don't really tend to run into too many people in the Goblin Cave. I've been playing a lot of Warlock recently, and it's definitely a lot different right now. You know, it's, you rarely encounter people, which isn't necessarily, I don't know, you know, it's not always a bad thing, you know. I don't think this game is, you know, meant to revolve entirely around the PvP, but it does make it fun, you know. I'm just going to commit some more goblin genocide. These poor creatures just getting massacred by everyone in the dungeons. And arrows, oh look at that, lovely arrows for us. Everyone's favourite loot to get from a little goblin boy. We're going to keep pushing here into the zone. We're quite far away, if you see on the map. Oh, and we hear someone walking as well. So we're going to go in here. He's definitely going to hear us as well. So I'm not walking in plate boots. I've got, I think, light foot boots on or something. So I've got to clear these little red spiders, like the absolute menace of everyone in the dungeons. The worst mob in the game to fight or deal with, just because it's 0 ward. It's so annoying, especially if you're using a big 2-hander. We're going to med up here before we go in because we know somebody's right on the other side of this door somewhere. I think he's on the left, to be honest. And we're going to take some damage from the zone. We're going to shield up. And we're going to go in. And we're going to see... I mean, there we go. And he's hit me right in the back. One shot and he's taken half the HP off. With a protection pot on too. Rogues are just crazy, or were crazy at that time. Luckily we get him with a shot from the longbow as he's running away from us. We put enough damage in him with the sword as well. I'd love to know what knife he had. He just had a good knife or something. He did a lot of damage. Though we're not rocking anything crazy. And there's a ranger right in front of us. It's like every single room we go into there's just another man just standing there waiting for us. And we hit him nice clean in the head. And he walks into that one. Now we've got to not panic and deal with this skeleton champion. Which is not ideal. You know, after we fought these guys, we kind of want to calm down a little bit and relax. We're going to push ourselves back into the zone. We've got a lot of meds. I've got 2 campfires and I've got no second wind, so I want to put both those down. And luckily the skeleton champion gets stuck on the door, which is perfect for us. We're just going to sit here and just drop a bunch of arrows in his face and hope that he drops us something important like a golden key. I don't think we actually had... This is quite dangerous because, you know, I'm low on health. If somebody comes now and just manages to see me, it's not going to take much for them to drop me. But see in the top right, 6 players have died. And we're the 7th, which means there should be 2 more, you know, that we have to worry about. Now the odds of us, you know, running into them is quite slim now. Surely someone's got out and there might be 1 left. Don't know. We're going to put down our campfires. We did just hear something die, but that could have been a trap. This is a grey campfire as well, so it's not going to get our second wind all the way back, but we've got 2 grey ones and they'll both do the job. Okay, there's definitely somebody below us fighting, so we shouldn't have to worry about somebody being on this floor and getting us. We can sit here peacefully and just get our second wind back. Yeah, he's that. Yeah, you can hear him smack it. I know it's probably quite hard with the sound of the axes swinging in front, but you can hear him stabbing something down there. So probably another rogue. So we defo want our second wind back just in case. It's coming to the very end circle, so you know there's a high possibility we're forced into this man or woman and have to fight them. And of course we've got to loot this dead body as well still. I forgot to loot the dead body. I even forgot he was there, to be honest. It's got nothing crazy. I mean, now that they've added in the new like amazing chests, literally just the normal Goblin Caves are just full of people rocking in full blues and purples, and which is quite interesting. You know, I can't lie. I've enjoyed it quite a bit, but you know, it does make it a bit more, you know, intense, you know. But then, you know, you also do, you know, I was playing yesterday and I got 2-shot by a ranger in the face, instant death, in almost full purples myself. So that feels bad sometimes, but you know, you can't, you know, you got to get it to devs. There's a lot of balancing to do. And we just hear the last guy there leave, so we ourselves are just going to take the staircase. Wow. Successful extraction. We're gonna do all our sellables now and see how much we made. Though I'm sure it's not much. Was that 48 gold there? 48 with an extra another 6 or 8. I didn't see what that was. And another 28 here. So not too much, about 70, 80 gold. Maybe 85. We'll sell this mask for 50, and then we'll sell the rapier as well and for 50, and we'll put the crossbow away, and I'll see you in the next game. Into high roller we go. And meet a nice little friendly player.
Your friend?
Who's absolutely got nothing. So we're not going to be hostile to him.
Friendly, you're friendly? Be friendly, man.
He seems nice, bless him. Hopefully he'll get his good karma, you know? Get that goodness come back to him. We'll see though. Anyway, this is, I think, my favourite room to spawn in High Roller. I mean, now that they've changed the map so that this, you know, this layout is in the rotation now for normal Goblin Caves, this is definitely one of the best rooms to spawn in. I always feel like once I'm in this room or fully clear this room, I have a full inventory of sellables or items, and I just need to find a portal straight afterwards. So if you do spawn in this room, definitely go around the outskirts and check all the floors and stuff, because there's so many gems on the floor. We're going to start clearing a little bit of it. I mean, the zone is definitely not kind to us today, so we're going to have to eat a little bit of it and maybe stick outside the zone for a little bit whilst we clear some of this room. There's a skeleton champion in here that I always like to clear. We've got to stay away from some of the spiders so they don't trigger all the other mobs, because you see these little plates, these little pressure plates on the floor will trigger certain mobs to drop down from the ceiling. And you'll see in a sec, because I will trigger this one because it drops the skeleton champion, and he's pretty easy to kill with the health shrine right there, which you can just go and sit on. So we're going to clear this room. We're going to just kill these little annoying bats and stuff, and it's dark as hell. I don't know if you guys, how well you guys can see, but it is, I can never see some of these mobs that come down from the ceiling. I don't know how some people see them, because maybe I need to turn up the brightness or something, I don't know, but I kind of like the games, yeah, I mean, it's called Dark and Darker for a reason, right? So yeah, we're just going to keep going, keep clearing. We're going to shoot this spider now, and we hear someone actually to our left, so got to be a bit careful. We're going to kill this spider now because that spider's blocking the doorway, and we might want to go through that doorway later on, depending on, you know, how it all works out. We're just listening for him. I'm not, like, there's a skeleton champion that's going to fall down from that ceiling once I sit on that pressure plate, and I really want to kill him, but I don't want this guy to push me at the same time, so just listening out. I mean, if he's not pushed me now, he's probably not going to come in and push me. He definitely knows I'm here, and he's just clearing, so we're going to do the same. We're going to go and trigger the pressure plate and bring down this skelly champ. We're going to go sit on top of this shrine. And we're just going to shoot him in the head whilst we listen to what this other player does. And I think it's a barbarian because of the way he's breaking all the barrels and stuff like that quite quickly. Might be a barbarian, which is definitely not ideal for us. If we do, you know, come into contact with him, we'll have to fight him later. Gonna keep shooting this skeleton champion in the head over and over again. Must really hurt. And we're gonna eat the zone for a little bit. I mean, we're literally standing on top of a health shrine, so we can just get all of our health back as soon as it goes low enough. Don't know why I was doing it. I think I moved the stuff because I wanted to pick up the arrows, but we didn't actually bring that many arrows in with us, which is sometimes not ideal. Sometimes you might want a few arrows, but because we're a fighter rocking adrenaline rush, I'm only really going to use the bow to try and soften someone up, you know. I mean, if I can kill someone with it, you know, longbow's, you know, one of the best weapons in the game, so if I can kill someone, I definitely will. But we're mostly going to use our sword, probably, if it comes to fighting. And we're just here wasting our time in the zone for a not even that good of a blue pair of gloves. We're just not that concerned, clearly, with pushing out of the zone, but we're also trying to give that barbarian a bit of a chance to move on and push ahead, because we're not really sure where he's gone now. We haven't heard him in a little bit. For all we know, he could be invisible right around the corner, but it doesn't appear he is in the room anymore. We're going to keep going forward. We see the little green cloud, so he's definitely gone through or over to that side of the room. And he's a barb, so I'm not really expecting any ranged attacks. Well, unless he's got 100 throwing axes, which some barbarians tend to take. But, you know, if we run into somebody like that who's rocking 300 throwing axes and, you know, a whole bunch of kit, we're definitely going to get mowed down, because we're only rocking like 16 or 17 strength or something, 18 agility. We haven't really got too much crazy stuff on from what I've seen through the stats. So there's a rogue here on the right, and there's that bar breaking stuff on the left. So we're trying to signal friendly because I don't want to get ganked. I don't want to have to fight 2 people at once. The rogue doesn't seem like he's interested. Very possible that is the same rogue from earlier. He was being friendly. He doesn't want it. He's gonna take his potion of protection and rush us, so we're gonna do the same. We're gonna get prepared for him. Run back into the zone and throw a bottle at him. Give him some of that. Pop our adrenaline rush and our second wind. Definitely advise popping second wind in a fight before you fight the barb, because stuff like that happens, and he definitely could have killed us. Maybe would have if we didn't have second wind, you know. It wasn't too stacked though. Didn't have too much crazy stuff, so we're gonna go close this door. We're gonna heal up with a campfire straight away. I do have a surge kit, which might have been smarter with us hearing all the players around, but I'm being a bit greedy, if I'm being honest here. And I'm gonna try and get back some of my second wind, because I do also believe that the barbarian had a campfire on him. So we should be able to get second wind back if we get that as well. Just looking through our loot, seeing what we can drop. There's definitely... Adrenaline Rush definitely came in clutch there. I have a feeling that if we didn't have Adrenaline Rush there, we might not have won that fight. It's just so slow as the fire. He's got another surge kit. We've got 2 surge kits now, which means we don't really need to worry about health so much. And here's the friendly rogue. Oh dear, a little loot delivery straight away. That is definitely the friendly rogue. He's got the same name, and the poor soul has just done all of that, come said hello, and just died instantly. We're just going inside now. We're just checking, you know. We've got to make sure that everything's a little bit clear, everything's a little bit safe. See if we hear any footsteps anywhere before we go back to looting, because when you're out in that zone, you can't really hear anything because of the noise of, you know, the bugs or the swarm. So we're just gonna make it a little bit safer for us. We're gonna go back and we're gonna start being greedy now. There's so much loot here. I mean, this guy's literally just gotten us a whole bunch of loot and brought it straight to us. We're going to drop some useless rings. It weren't that amazing. I mean, we probably could have sold them. I definitely got some stuff in my inventory that I should be dropping to make some space for some of these sellables, but we can sell a lot of the stuff in the traders and probably get more money than some of those sellables will give us anyway. We're being greedy again. We're just going to go back. We're going to double check, make sure we got every little bit of loot. We are the loot goblin now. Yeah, he didn't have anything too crazy, you know. He had no chest piece. He had a basic thing. He did have a felling axe, you know. But I think, you know, we had it in the bag there. But that's what I mean. Like adrenaline rush. We still nearly, you know, we nearly died. We nearly messed up, but we got him. We're gonna take this dagger as well, because that will sell. We'll take a couple more sellables. We don't need to worry about our health again. We've got a couple of surge kits. We're just gonna start popping one now, just because the zone's getting very close now. So, and I haven't heard the there is the guaranteed escape. It's right through this door. That one right there, right through there is the guaranteed escape. So haven't heard it pop off yet. So hopefully we'll be able to be the one to take it. We're going to pop this just to make sure in case somebody's standing there, because I have encountered people do that before, but we're going to escape and get out with all our loot. And another successful attraction in High Roller. There was one more guy left. Didn't have anything crazy. But we're going to go and sell all of our stuff. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next one.